Hi guys, I hope y'all had a great Christmas and a good New Year's. So today it's time to take down all the Christmas signs and redo them. So I'm gonna redo this one. I know it's backwards, so I want to be able to see myself and see what I'm doing. So I have to do it this way. But anyway, so I'm going to redo this board. I'm going to show you how to clean it. And then we are going to chalk it with something else. So first, I'm using distilled water in this. And I'm going to spray it all over the board and let it set for just a minute so it can dissolve the paste. Loosen it up a little bit so I can scrape it off. And I did forget to grab my scraper. So all right, that should be good. I'm going to let that set for a minute. Just 1 second. I have to find my scraper so I can clean it. Scrape it off. All right, I have it. It's just the Chalk Couture scraper. Just a hard plastic scraper. So I'm going to let this let's see where we're at. It's already starting to release the chalk. So let's see what we can do. We just start scraping it off. Comes off super easy. There we go. And then once I scrape all this off, I'm going to use my board eraser to, well, first I'll use a paper towel and then use the board eraser to get the rest of it. So comes off super easy. And you don't even need to really press too hard. You just, it's going to get it. You just lightly go over it. And it is getting it. Just a bit more water. I really like this one. It's sad that Christmas is over and I have to redo it. Christmas just came and went so fast this year, I think. It just didn't even really feel like Christmas to me. I don't know. How did you all feel? I don't know. The last couple years, it just hasn't been the same to me anyway. I guess probably because of COVID. Kind of put some restrictions on things. So, all right. A little bit more right there. Make sure y'all can see what I'm doing here. I know this is a big surface. So, okay, so once I get that far, then I take some paper towels, lay it over it, get some more. And then I just basically wipe up all that extra chalk because it's going to be in chunks. And I just do it like so. Okay. All right. Get up all the chunks. I'm going to toss those. Spray some more water because you can see the residue on here. And see some chalk left behind here. But we are going to take care of that. Just going to spray some extra water. There we go. So we're going to take our board eraser. And I go in like little circular motions. Works best for me, I think. Okay. My table is shaking. I need to get a better table one of these days. Okay, and I just go, like I said, I just go in circular motions. Okay. Sorry for the squeaky table. Okay, and then I'm going to take a paper towel and just wipe over that. And see where we're at. I might have to scrub it one more time with the board eraser, because sometimes you can still see the outline of the word, or the words, or the pictures. I'm going to, check that real quick after I do this and see. It's looking good. I'm not really seeing it. That doesn't mean it's not there. So I might just do a real quick one more time over it just to make sure that nothing's going to bleed through. Yeah, when I wet it I can see it, but it's dry, it's fine. So let's do this final time. And we should be good. And we will chalk something new on it. The fun part. But I just wanted to show y'all how to clean a surface, a chalkboard surface. It's really simple. Really simple. Okay, I'm just going to use that same paper towel and wipe it down. Okay, then I will take another dry one and dry it even more. Okay. And it is like new. It is ready to go to be re-chalked on. So here it is. Alrighty, so let me move that stuff out of the way. And I decided to go with a simple transfer because I have a bunch of surfaces to switch out from Christmas to either winter or every day or Valentine's Day. I haven't really decided, but I don't have too many in this size. I don't have anything for Valentine's Day and this size. So I'm just going to go with this one. It says home, no place I'd rather be. So I'm going to go on and open that up and we will get it fuzzed. Right, there's that. And then to fuzz it, since this is a big transfer, and sometimes it can be a little hard to maneuver, I just pull up half of it at a time. So I'm going to do half, and then I'm going to take the fuzzing cloth and lay the fuzzing cloth on that half to fuzz it up, because this is a brand new transfer. So we want to make sure we fuzz it up so it'll peel off the surface easy. These things, some of these transfers are pretty darn sticky and can be difficult to pull up. So do one more time on this one, and then that should be good. Okay, gonna lay that one down, and then I'm gonna pull up this other side and do the same thing. Okay, oops, see? It can stick on itself, and you just want to gently pull it because you do not want to stretch your transfer. Okay, so we'll get this one. So our fuzzing cloths come with, it's double-sided. So this side, as you can see, the darker side is more of a terry cloth, which is what you use for fuzzing. You flip it over on the other side. It's a lighter green. It's kind of fuzzy, a little bit fuzzier. This is the side you dry with. You fuzz with this side, you dry with this side. So there is that. Okay, so I think it's good. This transfer doesn't feel extra sticky to me. Oh, there we go. Okay, so just gently pull it so you're not stretching it. Okay, so, all right, so now it's fuzzed. And trying to find an easier way. I'm just going to go on and do it like so. Try to even it up here. And then I'm going to pull it down onto my surface. I'm going to probably have to lift it to get the bubbles out, but this is how I find it to be easier for me. So, like I said, there's going to be lots of bubbles. I got to keep lifting. Hold on. Let me get that corner. And you just want to try to scrape the bubbles out as you're laying it down, if you can. So I'm going to lift this side back up and do the same thing. I mean, honestly, I think this is probably the toughest part, and it's not even that hard. So here we go. It doesn't matter about wrinkles over there, just as long as there's no wrinkles around where I want to chalk. I do see kind of a bubble in my O. So you just really want where you're going to chalk. You don't want any bubbles. I see one in my M, so I'm going to lift it up from this way. And then you just want to try to push them out as you lay it down. So here we go. Let me get that because I see one in my O. Okay. Try it again like this. Okay. Oh, I see it right there. Here we go. Well, now you have it on this side. These larger ones sometimes can be a little harder to lay down. I think I'm making it a little bit difficult for myself. All right, so we just have... All right, looks like I got all the bubbles out of there. Now I'm doing this one. I'm going to lift this side again. Okay. There we go. All right, so the important parts have no bubbles. So we are ready to get chalking. Okay. And I think I'm just going to do the basic bright white to make it simple. Okay. I got my bright white paste here. Get a paper towel ready for me just in case. And I got my tools here just in case. All right, here we go. All right. And I probably could use a bigger squeegee for this, but I've already got this one going, so I'm going to stick with this one. So I have several surfaces to change out now that Christmas and New Year's are over. So how many of you have already taken all of your Christmas decorations down? I normally take all of mine down sometimes Christmas night. And if not Christmas night, definitely the next day. This year I just took them down on, when did I take them down? I think I took them down Thursday night, I believe is when I took them down, or Thursday morning. I took them down Thursday morning, I believe. The day before New Year's Eve. So they were up longer than I normally ever keep them up. I don't know, when it's over, I'm just ready to move on and get ready for the new year. That's just how I am. So I thought about adding some color to this, but and I was like, well, we'll keep it simple. Do one color. Get it done. Okay. I believe this was the transfer that I got in my mystery C&D bundle that I ordered from the Black Friday sale. So, let me get the excess. You want to get the excess while it's still, it dries fast, so you want to get it as soon as you can. So I'm gonna, since this is a big transfer and it's gonna take me a hot minute, I'm going to, after I get the excess off, I'm gonna go on and do a lift and dry. After I wipe my fingers off, I'm gonna do a lift and dry on this part, then I'll do the rest. Oh, that's looking so cute. The reveal, I just love it. I love it. Excuse me. This weather in Missouri is crazy. Allergies are going nuts here. So we'll just let this dry for a few seconds here. And then we'll lay it back down and get the rest of it. It's looking cute though so far. Okay. And I don't even have to lay it down all the way over where I chalked, so I'm just going to lay it. Just have that part and this, and I should be able to knock all that out right now. Do it real quickly. I get so messy with this. I know I just dipped my finger in it. Let's get this little spot here real quick. Okay. So if you've never tried chalk couture and you're interested in trying it, I'll post a link where you can look. We have some try me kits where you can just try it that are pretty reasonably priced. So I'll leave the link. I'll post the link. Just trying to concentrate on getting this all chalked here. Get the excess as I go. Almost done. Okay, we got it. And I'm going to get all of my excess off. Put it back in my jar. 1 jar of paste lasts a very long time because it does not take much. Even when you're doing these big signs, it doesn't take much. So I have a lot of excess on this. Get that all off. Okay, get it off my squeegee now. I'm gonna wipe my fingers off. Put the lid on my paste. Okay, I have paste all over my fingers. I'm so messy with this. Okay, now the reveal. That's kind of... There we go. And I'm gonna go set this on my, put this on the towel so I can clean it. And I can even show you all how to clean the transfer for those who do not know. All right, so here's the sign. Home, no place I'd rather be. It looks really good. I love that. I love it, I love it, I love it. So there's that. And now I'm going to show you how to clean the transfer. So I know I don't usually show y'all that part. So I'm going to show you today how you clean it. So you want your distilled water and you want your board eraser. And you just squirt it down. Okay, I usually have a bucket of distilled water here next to me to rinse the sponge, but I did not grab that. I wasn't planning on doing this. It was just kind of a spur of the moment. So you just take it and you wipe like that. And I'm getting just 1 minute or 1 second. I'm going to go grab that bucket of water. Because it is going to be handy. All right, here we come. All right. I did not think to grab that first. Okay, so yeah, so you just use your board eraser. And the board eraser I'm using, you can get these through Chalk Couture, but the one I'm using is actually from Dollar Tree. I use Dollar Tree's board erasers because they work just as well. And sometimes you can get they come in a 2-pack, but sometimes you can get a 3-pack there for the same price. So, obviously it's Dollar Tree, duh. That was kind of silly, but... Okay, so... You just wipe. Wipe, wipe. Okay. Oh, my sponge just broke in half. I should have... Normally I cut them in half and I will use half at a time, but I didn't today. Okay, so there's that side. So then you do want to flip it over and clean the sticky side as well. Okay, so you're just going to spray it down. And you want to wipe off all that fuzz that we put on as well. Okay. So you just might have to go change out my water, I think. But see See how it just comes right off? Oop. All that fuzzy. That's all the fuzzes from the fuzzing cloth. Oh, I'm just making a mess here. So you want to get it side to side. Okay. All right, and once you get done cleaning it, like that, because the paste likes to get into the edges of these. So once you get done cleaning it, you're going to leave it just like this with the sticky side up to dry. And then once it dries, you will then put it back on the backer sheet. You want to do the sticky side to the glossy side of your backer sheet. So glossy side is where the sticky side goes. So I'm just going to double check and make sure I got all the paste off the edges of the letters. See a little bit right here. And make sure all the fuzz is off, which I think we're good. I think it's looking good. Okay, a little bit of fuzz right there. A little bit of the paste is coming off my fingers when I touch the dried paste. It pulled all the dried paste off of my fingers. So that's what those white spots were. Okay, so now it is clean. It is like new. I might do one more side on. I'm going to do this side again just to make sure. No, it looks good. Well, no, there's some white right there. I'll do this side one more time just to make sure. And then I'll have to do another quick wipe on the other side from the fuzzes that come off from the towel. So I just want to make sure that this side looks completely good, completely clean. And do it both ways. Okay. Really simple to clean. And then you put it away, and these are good. They say 8 to 12 uses, but probably get a lot more. I've heard people have gotten a lot more, like even as high as 20 uses out of one. And it all depends on how well you take care of it too. So keep that in mind. So just see a little bit of paste around the edges here. So, okay, I think it looks good. So I'm going to flip it back over, and I'm just going to do a quick wipe to get the fuzzes from it laying on the towel again. Just a real quick one. Okay. Get those fuzzes off. And then we'll let it dry. Okay. All right. That is it, guys. And I'll show you the project one more time after I get this. Okay. There we go. And I'm going to throw that in there, move that down, let that dry. Scoot that down. I'm going to show you the project one more time. This is what we did. Home, no place I'd rather be. I love it. It's cute. All right. That is all I have for you today. And thank you for hanging out with me. And I will talk with you later. Bye, guys.